let's get straight into it, Aries. I've got a card for you already. Oh, nice. Straight out with the Star. So this taps into what your wishes, your hopes, your dreams are, okay? And remember, with an Aries, those dreams are always backed by fire, okay? So it's not in a sort of, I'm a Pisces, ours would be more of a wishy-washy, somewhere in the distance. Aries is like, now, fire, let's do it. So this is something that you want to achieve, okay? Think of it as your North Star, if you will, okay? Now, this could be in career, love, relationships, any area. We're looking at love and relationships in the second half. This is your May 2026 tarot reading. I should have said that at the start. Yes! Oh my God. Well, I won't even say it. I'm not going to jinx it, okay? I'm not going to say it, but 10 of Cups. Woof. 10 of Cups with the Star, Aries, is pretty damn fine. Don't mind if I do. Right, okay. This could be to do with relationships, but it could also be to do with whatever your version of happy ever after looks like. This is Mars in Pisces, the 10 of Cups. That's the astrological aspect. Aries is ruled by Mars. So I like the interplay. Sorry, I'm on a creaky antique chair. I like the interplay of that. This is your version of happy ever after. So it can be anything. It can be, you know, you living with 15 dogs in a house. It can be you being a billionaire. It can be you getting married. It can be you becoming an artist. Whatever your happy ever after looks like. I love this for you. I don't know, and I would like to know, and I always want to learn about signs. Let me know in the comments whether you're an early, middle or a late Aries as well, because I think that makes a difference myself. Let me know how you deal with ambition, because I'm only really going on, you know, I've got the boy, my boy is an Aries, really Aries, early Aries. And then I've got my best friend who lives down the bottom of the road down there. We've been best friends for 40 years. And yes, she now does live a few houses away, which is just a dream, isn't it? And I would say that she's not very ambitious. And I mean that in a good way. You know, she has a decent job. She's one of the least dissatisfied people I've ever met. She's just seems to be, you know, likes her horses, active, all that sort of stuff. So where does it leave you as Aries? Let me know. Are you particularly ambitious? After the 10 of Cups, we get the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles. Mr. Bling is in the building. Yeehaw, how you doing? Loving this. I mean, to be honest, if you've got a business idea at the moment, Aries, whether that is like a small thing or a big thing or who knows, but it's a thing, explore it. You heard it here first and you'll hear it here last, Aries. Explore it, because seriously, this is the card of the benefactor. The King of Pentacles, I kind of call it my bank manager card. So it can be getting a grant, getting funding. It can be that you're longing to do something and it's a massive money spinner. That's definitely on the cards. If you want to do something, if you want to build something, and it could be something that's quite imaginative, because we've got this 10 of Cups, Mars in Pisces. And I think of Mars in Pisces like that advert for some sweets where they hit the rainbow and the rainbow scatters into all these different colours and sweets. So it feels like this could come from a really deep place, a really deep well of creativity for you. Interesting. And then the King of Pentacles as well can just mean money. It can also mean in relationships, and we'll look at that in the second half. It can also mean someone being what my mum calls a knob, a bob and a job. So that there's a connection that you make, and it has a sense of reliability about it. Okay, so I will look at that in relationships. But we also get Judgment, which is a funny old card to get with all this. So what I'm getting from Judgment is what I call my Back to the Future card. And Back to the Future, it kind of means, not that you're getting in a DeLorean, but by God, if you ever get the chance, I would get in a DeLorean because they are the best cars. But there's something here about returning to an old dream. And I'm going to say as well, and I might take a couple of shadow cards for this, or... It's alright, I'm digging around in boxes, Aries, because all my cards are in a box. Yeah, I'm going to take a shadow card. Because also you're revisiting something you perhaps felt you should have done before. As in, you may have had a chance to do this before and you missed the chance, or you lacked confidence, or there was just something that held you back. Tell us please about achieving your dream, about achieving what it is that is close to your heart, but we're needing to go back and correct something. Okay, you knew it was right at the time. Maybe somebody talked you out of it. Yes. Okay, this may not be for everybody, but it's definitely for somebody. Yeah. So Aries, we've got the Queen of Cups, a shadow card. Now this is coming up for me because it's telling me that you knew. You knew what you wanted. Aries have a very good sense of self because you're the first sign of the zodiac. But also you have a pretty good hunch system that... I don't know if you don't take it seriously or other people don't take it seriously, but it's easy to be talked out of it, you know, to be rational, to be sensible. You knew that you wanted to do something. You knew, more importantly, you needed to do something, and you knew as well that you were capable of doing it. Enter the Miser, the Four of Pentacles. This is the kind of card, let's say, if you were doing art. I'm getting art for some of you. I'm no good at art, but I bet some of you are, right? And you have ideas that you want to be an artist, a professional artist, or you want to make it your life in some way. It doesn't necessarily mean about money, but you want to make it one of, you know, the central focus of your life. But somebody says to you, you know... people in this family don't do that, or not for the likes of us. And it's weird because I went to a Grayson Perry exhibition a few days ago, and in there's like a sort of self-referential map of all of what brought him to where he is today. And one of the things on there, actually, it's at the top in these little flags that are coming out of his stepfather's mouth. And it says, not for the likes of us. And there's something here about being humble. Now, this is just my opinion, as they always say. I don't think Aries should be aiming to be humble. I don't think it suits you or Leo or Sag. You're a fire sign. You do not calm down, even though some of you are very quiet, actually. It feels like you've been told not to get above yourself. This seems to rattle around for childhood for me. Don't get above yourself. Don't have ideas of grandeur. You know, don't be putting on airs and graces, all of this kind of, which actually is normally, if it's coming from parents or teachers, it's coming from adults that don't want you to be disappointed. They don't want you to suffer the slings and arrows that maybe they suffered. But there's something here that I just want to let that crack of light in and say to you that I can see a real lucky break for you here. I can see it. I can see the opportunity, and it doesn't matter what age you are or what age you were when this was said before or where it came from. But sometimes we just pick this up from society because, particularly where I live in the United Kingdom, And particularly if you didn't go to a private school, you know, if you just went to the public school, there was a big notion of nothing, you know, of nothingness. I'm just grabbing a pen. Of, you know, not for the likes of us, just not for the likes of us. So there's something here, you could have picked it up from anywhere. But I think it's my pleasure, actually. I was going to say duty, but this is not a duty, this is a pleasure. It's my pleasure to tell you, and I'm going to show you the cards here as well. I'm going to be in the top right hand corner. Hello. That these cards that we're looking at are an invitation. This is an invitation. Just dropped my bottle of water. I'm so excited about it. Hang on. I spilled it all over the floor. That doesn't matter. We'll clear it up later. I'm going to write this down. Yeah. Now, you'll have all kinds of fears about it. And back in the day, I don't know when it was, maybe the 80s, Susan Jeffers wrote a book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. I'm kind of going to quote that at you. Okay? So we're going to look at love and relationships in a minute, which will cover friends, lovers, whatever. But just look at these cards, okay? This is your open invitation. Follow your North Star. And also, Aries, important, if this is resonating, please do hype the video. Woohoo! Hype is kind of cleverly hidden behind a sliding door. So if you go to the like button on your phone, you go down, there's like comments. I think if you like slide the first comment to the left, I know, how much more hidden could it be? The hype button or the hype thing will go, you can hype this video. So please do hype the video if this is chiming with you. Right. Let's look at how this plays out in your relationships with other people. I'm use my lovely red deck. Because also, I did have a little bit of a channeled message for you. I did. Before, I always do a channel before starting the reading. And I thought, there's one more card for you there. Oh, lovely. I just drew the High Priestess for you there as well, which is just wanting to be seen to let you know that whatever is bubbling away under the surface is real and needs to be listened to, okay? Your hopes, your dreams. I can't remember what on earth I was saying then. We're looking at love and relationships. It will come back to me. Yes, channeled message. Oh my God. This is a good reading for you. Channeled message was that I got a red dress as your channeled message. I didn't pass it on because I didn't really know what it meant. I'm looking for hand cream. And I still don't, okay? But I'm passing it on to you now. Two of Cups, excuse me. Excuse me. So, again, what is your dream when it comes to relationships? Are you wanting to make more friends, meet more people? Are you wanting that one special relationship? Are you in a relationship? Are you, whatever your relationship status is, there's something here about what does my happy ever after look like? And happy ever afters, maybe that's the end game. Maybe it's the next 5 years. We're not going to get into that kind of timeline, okay? Because we don't know. There are no guarantees. But we're talking about this. We're talking about the 10 of Cups. Now you've got the 2 of Cups. I don't know, but I'm liking your odds here. But let's see what else we get. Nice. So the 2 of Cups, that you put the phone down first of tarot cards. We love. I love all of this. This is really nice. You get the World. And this is about moving away from, and I will show you the cards on the table again in a sec when I've taken a couple more. Moving from one cycle, I suppose we could call it, through to another cycle. And I like this for you. So maybe you've been in a difficult cycle, maybe you've been in a single cycle, maybe you've been in a bit of a rough cycle, whichever way with love and relationships. You appear to be entering, it's what, it's a glow up. You're having a bit of a glow up here. Or your love and relationships are, but I think also other parts of your life. I think this is like pleasure and connection are elevated for you in May. This is a good month for you. May 2026 is going on the calendar for Aries. Then we get Temperance. I mean, come on. Almost dropped an F-bomb then because I'm so excited. But this is nice. This is nice. Two of Cups, the World, Temperance. Temperance is a card that is all about balance. It's all about taking the rough with the smooth. It's all about feeling something that Aries doesn't always feel, because Aries can feel very out of balance, especially if you're passionate about something. But this is about being, I don't want to use the word moderate. I'm trying to think of the word I want to use. Having just this parallel thing going on. There may even be two sides to a relationship, or two timelines to a relationship, or two possibilities, but you're kind of, ooh, hello. You're like, let's say, love and pleasure, or insecurity, security. I feel like you can kind of play them both together. I hope that makes sense. I sometimes refer it as riding two horses with one arse. That probably makes more sense to an Aries. You then get the Devil popping up. When the Devil pops up, it can be about levels of attraction, but it can also be about old toxic patterns. And I feel like it is. Let's look at the cards. Those are shadow cards that are underneath me, so we can leave them there. These are your love cards here. Okay, so we've got the Two of Cups, the World, Temperance, but what if? That's what your Devil card is. This is a card of what if the other shoe drops? What if this? What if that? Now, this will be individual to you, but we all have our toxic traits when it comes to relationships. So you got the High Priestess coming up here. And this is saying to you, reflect on what your particular traits are with relationships. What insecurities do you struggle with in this connection or in any connection? Because I feel like it can become quite universal. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which goes pretty well with Temperance. And this is saying to you, put effort into your relationships in equal measure to how they grow. So in other words, if a farmer keeps planting a crop in the field and that crop keeps dying and never yielding anything, that farmer's got to deal with whatever disease it is that's killing the crop, stunting the growth, or just decide they're planting the wrong seeds in the wrong field. And then find the right field and plant the right seeds, okay? So this requires you to be honest with yourself. Oh, I love this. But you do get the moon. This is such a lot of majors for you. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6. There is, for some of you, a relationship that is inherently a bit hidden and a bit mysterious in some parts. Or you're still in the process of working out what to put effort into and what to leave alone, I suppose. Yes. Two of Swords. And for some of you, you don't know yet. You literally don't know yet, because the Two of Swords always has someone blindfolded. You have some information, but you maybe don't have enough information about it. Okay? Gosh, there will be an extended love reading where I will look at you and the other person side by side, okay? Three of Pentacles, can you work together? Aries is usually quite good as working as part of a team. You don't always want to be the leader, that's more Leo really. I feel like there is some real potential here in terms of a relationship. I feel like there are different layers to it. I feel like some of it is still hidden, some of it is still mysterious. It also requires you to be in your divine feminine energy and to be able to, what's the word? Be vulnerable. No wonder something got caught in my throat. Be vulnerable in order to find out what you need to know. There's quite a few untied strings here. There's some unfinished thinking, business, feeling. And I will explore that in the extended love reading. Aries, don't give up on your dreams at all. You are coming into a time when you can definitely see them come to life, okay? Don't let old nagging doubts or insecurities rob you of the pleasure and the joy of love, of connection, of creativity, and of doing what every Aries needs to do, which is go their own way, okay? If you want to join me for the extended reading, you click the link below the video. I'm going to go and do that now. A deck for you, a deck for your person, and we put the cards side by side and we get to the bottom of things. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.